not like to be called as a label. We are more than just a person who is disabled. Shri Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce, established in 1984, is a beacon of excellence in fields like commerce, economics, business studies, and computer science. At our college, we strive to shape socially responsible citizens who are ready to create a brighter future for all of humanity through their environmental passion and commitment. These dedicated efforts have led to our college achieving an extraordinary A++ grade ranking awarded by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council (NAC). Jaagriti, the enabling unit, started its journey on 9th March 2010. The prime objective of Jaagriti is to help the differently able students of our college and the community as a whole be the beacon of light in someone's darkness. With this as its motto, we strive to attain equality for all its students. Jagriti's aim is to bring smiles to the faces of disabled students and provide an inclusive environment to them. And here I would like to invite for the most awaited podcast, SAFAR 3.0. SAFAR is a series presented to get to know about the journey of those differently able students who have faced tremendous hurdles in life but never stopped from achieving great success. We have achieved the milestone of hosting an interview with an esteemed IAS officer who shared their journey of overcoming challenges. This interaction highlighted the strength within us to overcome obstacles and succeed. Now, I would like to welcome our warm. Now, I would like to welcome our guest, Jasmine Khanna, who is a senior systems engineer with the multinational company Centel, who is suffering from cerebral palsy. She completed her schooling from a special school called ADAPT, formerly known as Spastic Society of India. She also focuses on activism for accessibility and equality for the persons with disability in India, which there is very little understanding or will to change. A thirst to bring about a positive change in the disability sector in India culminated her to form her own NGO, Access to Hope, along with a very good friend of hers, Dr. Sanket Khadilkar, physiotherapist by profession who happens to share the same passion and zeal. She spends the most of her time in the office and likes to listen to music, watch movies, and go out with her friends in her spare time. Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good.
So, ma'am, I would like to ask that could you please share a memorable moment or experience related to your advocacy work?
Uh, it has been a very difficult journey when it comes to advocacy. I mean, memorable moment that I can share it when we got to one of the municipal corporation officers who agreed to make a accessible footpath in Mumbai. That was the most memorable moment for me because it is very difficult to convince any government officials to do accessibility work in a public area. So when you get somebody who is agreeing to do it, things get easier for us when it comes to advocacy. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. As you have said, it's very difficult to convince government authorities for influencing and helping in such initiatives.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, I would like to ask that are there specific challenges or stereotypes you have faced as a disabled public figure, and how have you addressed them?
Um, being a disabled person in India, it is a very stereotype mentality. If you're a disabled person, then you cannot do anything. You are a burden on the family. You are a burden on the society. and and when you're going out, when you're going out, mm, people say, "Why are you going out?" Means you don't need to go out. And even when I go for meetings with the government officials, if anybody see me for the first time, they say, "Why have you come?" And it's like a mindset. It's a mindset barrier that a disabled person cannot do anything. They just need to sit at home and do nothing. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Questioning is far more easier than performing. And you have questioned the mindset of those who had misconception about disabled people.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, now I would like to ask that can you please discuss the impact of your work on changing public perceptions of disability?
Mm, so my efforts as an full-time activist started 5 years back when I started approaching the Mumbai Municipal Corporation to make the public area and public infrastructure accessible. So, all along the journey, so far, we have been able to formulate a policy for the Mumbai Municipal Corporation for making universal. We have we have drafted a policy called universal footpath policy. See, that means all the footpaths will be accessible to all. As per the Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan, that is the accessible India campaign, which was launched by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2016. So, as per that, there are certain guidelines which need to be implemented mm, by the government officials in all the public areas. So, on that basis, we were able to formulate a universal footpath policy, which has been approved by the Mumbai Municipal Commissioner himself. So, this is a very big success for us.
Yes, ma'am. Great initiative, ma'am. Great initiative. So I would like to ask that what motivated you to start your work in promoting disability rights and inclusion? And moreover, how do you motivate yourself and push yourself to wake up every day and do the great work you are doing?
Since I'm a person with disability, on with disability, so I know what limitations, what barriers we face in a day-to-day life. So I have an understanding of all the laws, all the barriers, and so that has culminated me to do disability active advocacy. I am into full-time advocacy since the past few years, but advocacy has been part of my life throughout my right from the childhood. Throughout my life, right from the childhood. So even when I started going to college, I had to sensitize the college people to keep the keep all my classes in one room so that I don't have go from one class to another class, making my life easy basically. I believe that every problem has a solution. Yeah.
So ma'am, how did your college friends and how did the entire college environment help you?
Um, initially I had to when I joined the college. Initially, I had to change classes mm, after every lecture, which was getting very difficult for me. Being a wheelchair user, it, I I had to ask for help every time, and I didn't want to be dependent on anybody. So I decided to go and speak to the principal. So, mm, after the first term of my college. So, so they agreed. I made them understand my problem. So they agreed to give all my classes in one classroom itself, and that too on the ground floor, so that I didn't have to go up uh, upstairs also.
Yes, ma'am. Great initiative, and great cooperation by the college authorities as
Yeah,
well.
yes.
So, ma'am, now I would like to ask that what are the some common misconception or stereotypes about disabilities that you aim to challenge through your work?
Mm, common mean, as I told you, common will mean that ये तो कुछ नहीं कर सकती है, ये क्या करेगी? And even when I am, even when I go to a restaurant, for example, any public area or a restaurant, and suppose if I'm with a friend, no, the waiter will not ask me for the order. They will ask the person who is sitting next to me. They will not make an eye contact with me or directly ask me what do you want to order, you know. And another thing is that another thing is that disability is blamed to karma. मतलब देखो ना वो पिछले जन्म में बुरे कर्म किए होंगे इसलिए आप ऐसे हो, you know. It's all blamed to your karma. But this is this this is not true. This disability comes due to some medical reasons or something like that, or an accident, you know. So you cannot blame it to your karmas, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
So, ma'am, I would like. Yes, ma'am.
another thing is that disability is considered as as charity. You know, disabled people always need a charity. No, we don't need charity. We need we need to be part of the society. We don't need sympathy. We need empathy. We need to be encouraged to work in the society. We need to get jobs. We need to be contributing people in the society, not a charity. We are not charity people.
Yes, ma'am. Acceptance and equality matters
Yes,
in
acceptance
such
and
scenario.
equality. This is
Yes,
how
ma'am.
you can make an inclusive society.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, I would like to ask that can you discuss the importance of accessible education and opportunities for individuals with disabilities?
Mm. Inclusive education is very important. No, but from my experience, I did my schooling from a special school. Thereafter, I went to a normal college. When I entered the college, it was like a culture shock for me because I was always in a protective environment, and the students were not aware of disability. So it took time for me to adjust in a new environment, and the same with my colleagues, fellow students. also because they didn't know how to interact with me. So if if inclusive schooling is done, then students are aware of the disability and and they know how to interact with a person with disability and there's no hesitation from both the sides. They they are used to each other. We are not no different from any normal student or normal person. We are the same. We have the same feelings, same emotions. We are not no different from others.
Yes, ma'am. Now, you rightly talked about the idea of inclusive education, where people are aware of what such disabilities are and how to accept within the society.
Yes.
So, ma'am, I would like to ask that how do you use social media and technology to raise awareness and promote change in the disability community?
Um, social media is a very powerful medium today because everybody is on social media. Well, this is the best way to create awareness about disability, about the laws of disability, about your rights. What is your right as a person with disability? Many people with disability do not know what are the laws. They do not know uh, what are their rights as a person with disability. So it is a very powerful medium to 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 create awareness through social media.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, with your advocacy work and with the help of current technology, social media, people like you are coming up with ideas and normalizing so that they can bring about the
Yes,
change in the
yes,
disability community.
yes.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, what advice do you have for individuals who want to get involved in the disability advocacy or make a positive change?
I would I would suggest that before you get into advocacy, understand the laws first. Because unless you don't have the knowledge about the laws, you will not be able to fight for your rights. Understand the laws, study the laws, and then you get into advocacy. And and don't fight for silly things. Fight for the correct thing. You know that that can be. What I mean to say is that don't fight for only yourself. You fight in a way that your fight can help someone else also not just yourself. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for who have been the most influential figures in your life, and how do you handle the pressure and the spotlight of being in the public eye?
Mm. So, I mean, without the support of my parents, I couldn't have done what I'm doing now. So my parents are my biggest support for me. Yes. And had they not educated me, I wouldn't be where I am today. So education plays a very important role in my life.
Yes, ma'am. Such a beautiful answer. Parents are always the most influential figures in
The
somebody's life.
moment, the moment parents, the moment the parents accept your disability, your child's disability, their journey becomes much more easy. So, so my parents accepted my disability very early in the life. So that's the reason they were able to educate me and give me a normal life. It is very very important for parents and families to accept the disabled person as as he or she is. Not as a burden. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would personally say that it is a kind of blessing in somebody's life.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, what advice would you give to young individuals with disabilities aspiring to be in your field?
Never self pity. I would say, I will tell all people with disability to never self pity. मैं बेचारा मैं बेचारी नहीं हूँ. I'm I'm a normal person. I'm a human first. Not nah. Don't play the game of I'm disabled, so I need everything on my plate. You know, no, work hard for it. Mm, Go put in your all your effort and work hard. Be a contributing member to the society. I would suggest. Then everything will fall in place for you. Mm, Yes,
Yes, ma'am. And self-acceptance matters. First, we accept ourselves, and then the society will accept. Yes, ma'am. Some have there been unexpected advantages or opportunities that arose from your experience?
can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, ma'am. Have there been unexpected advantages or opportunities that arose from your experiences?
People tend to take advantage of your disability because uh, they think that we have limitations, uh, so we cannot fight for ourselves. So they think people with disability are weak. So, mm, so but but the society should now understand and be aware that there are very stringent laws for persons with disability as per the rights of Persons with Disability Act 2016. So so they cannot mean anything. They cannot how to put it. Uh, mm, mm, Give me 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm, Uh, mm, mean, they cannot think that they can get away by doing mischief or doing anything wrong with a person with disability. Taking advantage of their limitations. No, we have very stringent laws that are in place. So be aware. Society should be aware of such things. Yes,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
opportunities. I will say there are very less opportunities. Very less opportunities, especially in India, because India is very far away when it comes to disability. So accepting the people with disability And change your mindset will make a lot of difference. Then the opportunities will come automatically. Yes.
Yes, very well said, ma'am. Ma'am, what inspired you to pursue IT?
Uh, uh, IT was like fell into my lap. You know, it was not a planned thing, and being a disabled person, uh, IT was the best option at when when I started working because I cannot hold a pen or write anything, So because of my disability, so but I can type with my type on the laptop or any device. So, so that was the best option for me. IT was the best option for me, and this is how I went into it. I always wanted to be financially independent. Mm. So yeah, and I wanted to prove myself that there's a mentality that we cannot do uh, anything, any intelligent work. So I wanted to change that. I wanted to break that barrier. No, we can also do anything that in this given to us. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, by pursuing IT with your thoughts, you have truly broken the barriers.
Yes.
And ma'am, how do you think IT helped you through your weak phases or difficult times?
Ideas helped me to get a job for myself. Today I'm financially independent. I live independently. I live independently without my family. I'm living on my own. I'm managing my own house. I'm managing on my finances. Since I'm managing my own life. Nobody's bossing over me or on mm, mm, not really bothering me. I can say mm, 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 means I'm not dependent on anybody. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, how important is the support and encouragement from our teachers and families needed to reach this success where you are at? How much difference does it make?
On if your family and parents support you, more than 80% of your battle is won. Won. Because their support helps you fight in every aspect of your life, be it education, be it advocacy, be it professional life, and every aspect of your so family support is very, very important. And of course, good friends. You should have good friends also. I've been very lucky to have good friends who have supported me at every juncture of my life. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, how did you think the footpath with tactile indicators have changed and impacted the lives of disabled people today?
I didn't get you. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, how did you think the footpath with tactile indicators have changed and impacted the lives of disabled people today?
So tactile indicators are not for any visual users. For your information, tactile indicators are for visually impaired people, not for visual users. So visual users are need ramps. Okay. And tactiles are for wheelchair users. Sorry, tactiles are used very visually impaired so that they can walk easily. Hmm. Have you seen a blind person using the stick? They use a stick to walk. No? Have you seen a blind person using a stick while they are walking?
Yes, ma'am.
So, so the tactiles help them to navigate through the footpath. Yeah. So this is how it has helped them. So, a visually impaired person can independently walk through the footpath if a footpath is having a tactile on them.
Yes, ma'am.
And 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 uh, and if there are ramps on the footpath, so the wheelchair user can use the footpath instead of walking on the road,
Yes,
making
ma'am.
it safe for everybody. If footpaths are accessible, then it is safe for everybody. There will be less road accidents. So if any footpath or if any infrastructure for that matter, it's disabled friendly, then it is universally friendly. It can be used by everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Such a great initiative.
Yes.
Ma'am, what difficulties did you face during the Bombay project? Did you ever thought of giving up? If yes, then how did you deal with it?
Um, to answer your last question first, I have never given up on things. No, but if you give up, then you give up the fight. You know. So I have never given up. The difficulty is that the there is a lot of inertia in the government officials. They they do not want to change things easily. So to break that inertia, we have to. I have heard so many times. I heard, no, the first thing they say, no, we will not do it. We will not do it. 100 times we hear a no, and 101st time they will say yes. So you have to be a very, very persuasive person to get things from the government official.
Yes, ma'am. You have overcome many obstacles, and as in the starting, you said that you don't give up. That's a very good thing, very great thing. Ma'am, how do you plan to initiate and all those projects you are currently involved into further the cause of disability awareness and rights?
Mm, see, uh, if you bring a change in one part, automatically it will bring a change in another part also as well. So if I'm bringing a change through footpath accessibility, see now I've started fighting for accessible public toilets in Mumbai. So so if you are bringing a change in one area, automatically other areas will come, mm, fall into the place. Fall into the place because you are making aware, mm, you are creating awareness through your change. This is how you can bring change in the society.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, work brings about a change. Ma'am,
yes.
are there any more upcoming projects like these that you are currently working on or plan to initiate?
Yeah, a lot of work is going on in Mumbai. As I said, that I have we have formulated the universal footpath policy. So next is we are going to target us see to it that universal footpath policy is actually implemented, not just it does not just remain on paper. We want to see it implemented in all over Mumbai. So, and next target is that uh, we are fighting for making public toilets accessible. There should be at least one accessible toilet in one public one in four public toilets should be accessible in every area. If there are four toilets, so one should be accessible toilet in every area. We are targeting that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, our team Jaagriti would like to say all the best for all your current and upcoming projects. We wish a great success ahead. Thank you for joining us in this most awaited podcast, SAFAR 3.0. It is a journey of conversation and discovery. Remember, the dialogue doesn't end here, it continues in your thoughts and discussions. Until next time, stay curious and keep the conversation alive. We will be releasing many new episodes of Safar 3.0. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.